Here we go. Winter camp at the Sangre de Cristos. But you could say something.
Oh, because you're videoing. Okay. Has everybody had enough meat yet? Hey, that's what I'm doing.
I'm good.
No, I'm starving like a Cambodian.
Well, I'll take care of that in just a second. I'm gonna get your piece that's cooked enough. Starving like a Cambodian, I'll give you a big old piece.
Or Kevin in there. Gary's under there somewhere.
Well, my name's Bennett Talley, and I'm from Central Oklahoma area. Born and raised in the southwest part of the state, and come up to the central part.
And how long you been doing this?
I've been doing this close to 2 years. For this time, I've been in and out of reenacting, though historical living, since '92.
What'd you learn? Anything new?
Yes, I did. I learned. First thing I learned is about this moss stuff here. I learned about birch bark and chaga, because where I'm from, you don't have either. I actually learned how to survive up here a little bit. This was a deal. I mean, when I say
Yeah, usually
we don't see this. We're at almost 10,000 feet up in the mountains.
Yep.
So this is pacing yourself, because us flatlanders don't breathe very well up here.
Ain't that the truth?
So
Yeah.
and we burned a lot of wood. A lot. From where I'm from, the amount of wood we had would last 2 or 3 days, and it lasted a day really at a time.
See, that's another thing you learned, right? So up in the high country, yeah, you always need like 5 times as much wood as you think you got.
Yeah, 100%. This was a winter camp for me for an AMM requirement. So I'm a pilgrim. Just got my official start in December the 9th. This is the first camp for that. So we did this one. We completed the camp. I did I got a full set of hand-sewn clothing and accoutrements. Built fire, cooked meat. Did my
Fire building.
my hand talk requirement.
Oh,
And so
in mittens.
Huh?
In mittens.
Yeah. Well, it's really this is the Enigma machine for hand talk. So you got to be on the receiving side of it to understand what I'm saying. It's been great group of guys to run with. So it's wonderful. And then we got our little camp dog that will always bring you a stick. Will never not bring you a stick.
Gary, you feel like up to talking a little bit? There's our bourgeois.
He's our bourgeois. I'm the bourgeois.
You're the bourgeois.
I'm the bourgeois. First one, and I'm the bourgeois. So I did get the first of 2 bourgeois events done.
I passed the buck on to him. It's great to have all the guys from Louisiana and Oklahoma. I'm also a pilgrim. This is my second time around trying to be an AMM. And life just kind of got in the way before, but now we're having fun. I'm the oldest old toot here.
You are that, right? You're the sage. How long you been doing this, Gary?
Since I was 17 years old, and I'm 73.
You have wintered as well in a teepee here.
Yes, sir. I lived in teepee for 3.5 years full time.
Yeah.
All seasons.
In In this area right here, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make enough.
Yeah, my TP was at 9,500 foot in elevation. I was 4.5 miles from the nearest highway. Yeah, and I started a deal over at Martinez Hacienda Museum in Taos. It was altitude built in 1804, and it was a fur trade center. And it was ran by a Franciscan priest. And so we do a encampment there in June.
Yeah.
And it's not a sanctioned AMM camp, but it's mostly AMM members and those that are like-minded.
Yeah.
This will be our 3rd year.
And the official name of that is?
It's Martinez Hacienda Mountain Man Encampment at Rocky Mountain College. We do colleges where we teach all of our skills.
Yeah.
And normally have a big buffalo feed there and cook roasted corn and just have a good time.
I'm looking forward to it.
This year I passed the reins on from being bourgeois for the last 2 years to a young man named Joe Kirst.
And he's not here in this camp with us. He buggered off to Arizona.
He's been in Arizona, sunny, where it's warm. He's got a little sense to him.
How am I supposed to roll these up?
I don't even think you put them in the sun and get them to thaw out.
It won't happen. I'll just put them here for a little bit. My name is Kevin Hilton, and currently I'm from West Central Louisiana. Been all over.
As you do, yeah.
Yep.
And you're the only.
So I'm the only boss lopper for the American Mountain Men here. My number is 2275. So I'm kind of guiding the pilgrims that are here, helping them get their requirements checked off and get them on their way to getting their boss loppers done. Well,
What's it take to become a boss?
There's 20 requirements total. Requirements 1 and 2 are mandatory. The first one is you have to have a complete set of handmade, hand-cut, and hand-sewn clothing and accoutrements. The second requirement is you have to spend at least 1 night and 2 days in a primitive camp during each season of the year. So for this was their winter camp, and they really made sure this winter camp counted. Being 6 degrees at night, and God only knows what the wind chill was. But we sure as heck went through a lot of firewood.
Didn't we?
Other requirements deal with Indian Sign Language, doing research, because the American Mountain Men is big on the history, the accurate history of the Western fur trapper and the American mountaineer, and a bunch of others like trapping requirements and hunting and hide preparing, navigation, survival.
Yeah, this is like last night staying alive. Right?
Yes, yes.
Now, how long have you been doing it, Kevin?
So I've been interested in everything since I was a kid. I recently was able to finally dive in full blown about 3 years ago, and now this is all I do.
Yeah.
I make stuff, sell stuff.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom for posterity?
Well, I mean, words of wisdom, when you're going to get into this or you want to do something like this, take your time and research. Doesn't matter what advice anybody gives, you're still going to buy stuff you think you need, just like any hobby, and then down the road realize, I've taken this to 8 camps and I've never pulled it out of my bag.
Oh God, looking back at my stuff from the 70s, it's pretty embarrassing.
Yep. Yep.
You think, why did I buy that?
That's right.
Why did I look like that?
And then sometimes,
for me, it's like making tracks, man. I love making tracks. So,
mm-hmm.
But I got the new hip replacement, so that's kind of slowed me down a little bit.
They
So.
want me to get a right hip replacement and a left shoulder replacement.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
I'm sure trying to keep my body parts.
Yeah.
I'm a little old to be a pilgrim going through the AMM again.
Yeah, well, you and me both, right?
But I enjoy it. That's what I live for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
you're only as old as you feel, There's a lot of people that, right now you might feel pretty old, but
I was going down the freeway in Dallas, Texas, and lowered the window of my new car and throughout my time, my wristwatch, my pager, and my cell phone.
But yeah, advice: don't wait. If you like a hobby and you want to get into it, go ahead and do it. You know, I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm only 43, which is young for our organization. But we're bringing in younger people. You know, which
We
is
need
nice,
younger people.
because you know that's the only way to keep an organization alive.
Did you learn anything this winter camp?
Yeah, I learned that you know, buffalo robe is not as warm as I thought it was. You know, I mean, I still got a little chilled, you know, here and there with the wind, but you know, it was survivable. Kind of look into different tips and techniques for winter camping. You know, and you also have to remember, like the mountaineers, you know, they'd winter in tribal villages or at the forts. You know, they weren't just out in the middle of the woods with what they have during their normal trapping season.
So, Tanner, what's your name?
Tanner Talley.
And is this your first winter camp too, right?
This is my first winter camp.
Yeah. And what'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. I had a blast. A little chilly, but that's all right.
Yeah, because you were up almost all night feeding that fire.
Oh yeah.
So are you, you know, you're just getting into it, right?
Yep. I'm
You're
just
getting
getting
into
into it.
stuff.
This is my first camp actually.
Yeah.
So just getting started.
Oh, good start, mate. Yeah, bloody good start with the old hands like these guys, right? Good way to start in. And that's your dad.
Yep. That is.
That's my boy. I'm awful proud of him.
So, are you hooked?
Yep. I'm hooked.
Yeah, good on you.
Yep. This is definitely something I'm going to continue doing in the future.
Outstanding. Yeah. So, you're active duty right now.
Yes.
You're going to be civilian when?
Hopefully by July.
July.
Yeah.
And then you're going to dedicate to
We're
roam
gonna
the,
make some
you're going to
miles
roam the
together, I
mountains.
promise you.
Oh yeah. Yep, as much as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. I know you hear it all the time, but thank you for your service, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you last night about it.
Oh yeah. Great talk.
I'm out of the loop. What'd you learn?
Oh, I learned a lot. The long fire, that's a lifever.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably the best thing I've learned the whole time.
Yeah, I
was
gotta
here.
get that. So, yeah. Built a long fire last night in between the two. Well, I think I hopefully got some footage of that. Yeah.
But
So,
long fires and winter moccasins, because these moccasins aren't going to hold up to the snow very well.
well, it's like yours and mine kind of. They're not all that different, actually. So I got a sheepskin insole that really helps, man.
I've got that in mind.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
All the way.
Thank you, Mimi. Mimi kept you busy last night too.
Oh yeah, she kept me company.
I sure
Thank
would
you.
like to guard her last night for the warmth.
Yeah. Did you find a good spot in the sunshine, Mimi? Good girl. Good girl. Yourself?
Well, my name is Stephen Campbell. I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico, at least for the last 20 years.
He's my bloody neighbor, actually. I
Yes,
found out.
yeah. Native Californian. God, we've been doing this. This has been around me all my life.
Yeah.
My father made his own buckskins when I was
I remember you telling
tiny
me.
and was building rifles. So it's a natural extension.
So have you been doing it? How long have you been doing this?
On the more serious level,
Yeah. We only talk about serious.
we got Brad and I got involved with it through our black powder shooting club. Most of them were living historians out of Bent's Fort. And Brad and I went up to Raton and found it lacking. And one of the guys there says, "We are in the wrong place. You should be up at Bent's Fort." So we took the training program up there and spent the last 7-8 years as living historians there.
Oh, that's bloody awesome, mate.
It was amazing. I mean, the level of authenticity was phenomenal. And you learned what goes, what doesn't go, what a living historian was, as opposed to a buckskinner that'll get you in trouble right there. But it's been fabulous, you know. Even the winter camp here has been fabulous. I really enjoyed it.
How did you sleep last night?
Cold. Just my feet, though. I'm just trying to get your dog to
You get to
curl
sleep
up
with you?
us. Yeah.
No, no, she would. Yeah.
She's fickle.
Dude, you are not. You're not fickle. No, you're not. Mimi. Oh yeah, she likes Steve.
I think what I like about this so much too is you start out pretty crude in your kit,
Yeah.
and you just slowly improve,
Evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a better weapon. From there, you build a weapon. You know, and you make sure everything's right.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things you make sure it's right because you're out there with some people that are right, like yourself.
Oh, well, I appreciate
Well,
that.
you're quite welcome. But I love it. We look forward to this all the time.
Yeah. You know, freezing our butts off and then still just.
Oh, but look, conversation was great last night.
Yeah.
You know, food
Yeah.
was fantastic. Thank you, Bennett.
Yeah, I think we need to go campus and do some more, hey?
I think so too.
Did you learn anything from this camp?
I did. The bows that you showed us is brilliant. I wish I'd done that right off the bat and put it under my
Under your bed?
bedroll.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out I wish I would have had like 2 more inches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't sleep bad, but
Yeah.
it was my toes that were
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
complaining after a while. You were running around barefoot.
Well, yeah, when I got into bed, it was they got cold.
Oh,
I tried to get
once you
Mimi
stopped
down.
moving, that
Tried
was
to get Mimi down to the bottom of the blanket, and she's like, "Oh."
well, that's what Mimi's for.
She's good. She's pretty good at that. Yeah. Any words of wisdom?
It's a great pastime. You know, I'll use the phrase subculture because most of us have,
I would agree.
you know, regular jobs, but you live for this several times a year.
Yeah.
You know, and of course you start getting critical. Somebody walk by and, you know, it comes down to, well, that hat ain't right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Well, thank you,
you go.
Steve.
Quite well. Oh, let's go have a beer too.
Oh yeah. What? You mean before we leave?
No.
Oh, down Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what your schedule's like, but I'm pretty open.
I don't have any schedule.
You know, Friday and Saturday I'm teaching, so
Yeah. Yeah. You're a college professor.
I am now.
That's pretty awesome. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Oh no! Steve tried to steal her too. She's like claiming her fickle, right?
I was trying to steal the dog also. So
The dog is a great
Ramen.
I'm Brad Hart. I'm from Santa Fe currently. Grew up in Arizona, but landed here. A little cooler, a lot cooler here. What else do you want to know?
Well, how long you been doing this?
Oh, okay. Let me see. So we started probably about 10 years ago, just slowly getting into it. You know, the throwing tomahawks was the gateway drug for me. Thanks, Steve. And then we started going to a couple of rendezvous and decided we wanted to do something a little better, and started, you know, we'd go up to Bent's Old Fort when they were doing their events, and one of the guys down there told us we should sign up for the training. We did our training and hit every event we possibly could. They had theirs ever since.
What, 7, 8 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, now we're, Bent's Fort's kind of asleep right now. They've got some repairs to make, and, you know.
Yeah, they were working on it when I came pass through last
some things
fall.
going on, so we've lucked out and run across all these knuckleheads, and now we're out here in knee-deep snow, freezing ourselves.
Yeah, the freezing the Frostgrow. That's a North Dakota term, Frostgrow.
I'm gonna make myself a beaver bag for later. What do the Scottish call those? The
sporran.
Beaver sporran.
Yes.
For keeping the trinkets.
Supposed to wear it outside.
Oh. So this has been great. Wish we had a little more time, but things are what they are, and we'll,
Yeah, I hear you.
looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna camp somewhere tonight. But maybe a little lower elevation.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think.
just a hair.
So
You're gonna drive up to the Valle?
No. That was cold up there. So did you learn anything from this camp?
Oh yeah, the long fire is a fantastic thing. I made myself moccasins, or some nice warm moccasins, and they've worked well. So that's just
they work really good. I was gonna say ice skates.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, they're doing a little better today. I guess the snow froze a little bit, but
To the bottom.
yeah. And got a little better traction today. But yeah, I fell 2 or 3 times from breaking them in. But I mean, this camping when it's this cold is a whole different ball game. Yeah.
Yep.
And, I've only kind of done it a couple other times, but never with snow. So this was a whole new experience, and it was great. So,
Yeah, you learn a lot.
yep. And a fantastic dog.
It was like, what did Mark Twain say? Something about you hold a cat upside down by the tail or whatever, you learn things you can't learn any other way.
That's right.
I think